Good morning. I'm Rashan Gidwani, and you're watching the Daily Morning Note. It's Wednesday, the 11th of January, 2023. In our trade of the day, Phillips Security Research Analyst Zane Aw has a buy on Mapletree Logistics Trust and Prime US REIT. For Mapletree Logistics Trust, the buy price is 1.63 Singapore dollars. The stop loss is 1.60 Singapore dollars, and you can take profit at 1.75 Singapore dollars. For Prime US REIT, the buy price is 0.380 Singapore dollars, the stop loss is 0.360 Singapore dollars, and you can take profit at 0.445 Singapore dollars. The Straits Times Index fell 1.3% or 42.76 points to 3,262.91 points on Tuesday. The decline came amid mixed trading across key Asian markets, as renewed fears over higher for longer U.S. interest rates overshadowed optimism over China's reopening. Japan's Nikkei 225 rose 0.8%, and South Korea's Kospi edged up 0.1%, while the Shanghai Composite Index dipped 0.2%, and the FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI lost 0.6%. In Singapore, among the stocks to watch is Olam. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq opened lower on Tuesday as concerns about interest rate hikes persisted after Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's comments did not provide further clarity on the monetary policy outlook. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was flat at the open. Olam Group has outlined plans to list Olam Agri, its agribusiness unit, as early as the first half of 2023, it said on Tuesday. The move will result in a primary listing in Singapore, a concurrent one in Saudi Arabia, and a demerger of Olam Agri and Olam Group through a distribution in specie of shares in Olam Agri to shareholders. If the transaction goes through, Olam Agri's initial public offering will be the first dual listing for a company on both the Singapore and Saudi Arabia stock exchanges and the first ever listing in Saudi Arabia for a non-Gulf Cooperation Council incorporated business, Olam Group said in a press statement. As many as 205 companies were forced to wind up last year, according to figures released by the Ministry of Law. This was higher than the number of compulsory wind-ups in 2021 and 2020, when 191 and 201 companies respectively were forced to shut for good. The High Court also received 238 applications to wind up companies from January to November 2022, which is slightly below the full-year figure of 260 applications filed in 2021, but more than the 224 applications filed in 2020. Businesses hope Singapore's Budget 2023 will support them in addressing costs, manpower challenges, and assistance in cash flow management, according to the Singapore Business Federation's latest National Business Survey for 2022 and 2023. Other areas of support required include help with the transformation and deepening of enterprise capabilities, support in obtaining credit, and helping businesses to internationalize, according to the more than 931 firms surveyed. Meta Platforms, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, said advertisers will no longer be able to use a teenager's gender to target them with promoted messages on its sites. The updated settings are scheduled to go into effect in February, according to a company blog post, and will mean advertisers can market to teens based only on age and location. Amazon.com is expanding a program that lets Prime subscribers use the company's speedy delivery service when shopping on other websites. Introduced in April by invitation only, Buy with Prime will be generally available in the US by the end of the month, according to Amazon. Tens of thousands of tech sector job cuts may not be enough to reverse the collapse in share prices, given the looming economic downturn could slash companies' revenues far more than the cost savings they make via layoffs. Amazon.com last week announced more than 18,000 job cuts, the biggest reduction in its history, while Salesforce said it would cut about 10% of its workforce, adding to the toll in a sector that has been scrabbling for months to retrench. Taiwan's Semiconductor Manufacturing Co. recorded its first quarterly revenue miss in 2 years, signaling the global decline in electronics demand is starting to catch up with the chip giant. The shortfall suggests that even TSMC, with its technology and scale advantages, can't escape a global slowdown in spending by consumers affected by rising interest rates and accelerating inflation. Airbus consolidated its leadership in civil aviation for 2022 on Tuesday, reporting more orders and deliveries than American archrival Boeing as both companies contend with lingering supply chain challenges. In terms of deliveries, Airbus finished the year having 661 planes arrive with clients, much higher than Boeing's 480. In our research report section, analyst Amrish Shah has a neutral recommendation on Block Inc. with a target price of 70 US dollars. That's all for today. For financial news, tune in weekdays at 8:30 a.m. live on YouTube and Facebook. Please like and subscribe for more. See you again and have a great day.